Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing one of my favorite videos to record, one of my least favorite videos to edit, and it is November releases. I am so behind. Normally I release this in the last month of October, but I've been so busy trying to read and get through stuff that I haven't gotten to this. There's also not that much actually coming out that I'm excited about in November, obviously besides, Iron Flame. So excited about that. So excited about that. But yeah, there's really not that much coming out that I'm like, oh my gosh, like freaking out about. So let's go through the things that I actually did find and let's see if we can find you guys anything that you want to read that you haven't seen before. I'm also doing this in a really weird place. Normally I do this in the other room so I can like look at my computer. So I'm going to be looking down a lot so I can tell you what I'm actually looking at. So I might look a little weird while we're doing this. But anyway, the first book coming out, they're coming out on November 7th. The most books are coming out on November 7th. So the first one coming out that I've already pre-ordered, I'm very excited about it, is My Name is Barbara by Barbara Streisand. I am so excited. I'm very nervous though because it is 991 pages, or I pre-ordered the audiobook, which is 48 hours. I get to read and listen about Barbara Streisand for 48 hours. I'm very excited about it. And it's actually going to be longer because if she references interviews or performances, I'm going to pause and look them up. Because I just read Britney Spears' memoir and that's what I did for it, and it enhanced the experience and it was amazing. So I will be reading this one. I'm very excited and very nervous that it's going to take me a whole year to listen to, because that is very long. That is a long time. But anyway, I'm very, very excited about this one. This is going through her whole life and it's gonna be very good. It's gonna be very, very good. The next one coming out is a very interesting one because I feel like we all read the Aragon series when we were kids and it was like amazing. And although I talked to a lot of people never finished the series. I never finished the series. I think I have all, is it 4 books? Yeah, because this says 5. I have all 4 books, but I don't think I read all 4 of them. I think I read 3 of them. And by the time the 5th one came out, I was like, whatever. A lot of people seem to have done that too, but they're coming out with another book. So this is Murtaugh by Christopher Paolini, and it's got pretty good ratings, but this is coming out November 7th. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to read this because I would have to reread the original series, which would take forever. Those books are huge. So I don't know. This is a weird one. If you plan on reading this, definitely let me know down below because yeah, this is an interesting one. And of course, the most anticipated book, I already have a pre-order for this out and I'm hoping it comes. I'm really nervous that Amazon is gonna screw up and not send a copy, but Iron Flame. Iron Flame, I am so excited to read this. I'm nervous though. I don't know where the story is going to go because I have a reading vlog for this. I thought this was gonna be a like duology. And then when my friend told me it was 5 books, I was like, how? How is this gonna be 5 books? I thought this was straight up duology, done, 2nd book done. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sure it's gonna be traumatizing though. Very nervous, but I'm obviously very excited about that. And I will be reading it pretty much the second I get it. I am so excited about it. The next one coming out is actually historical fiction, which I don't read that much of, but this one sounds really cool. Last Night at the Hollywood Canteen. And this is following a murder mystery playwright, Annie Lawrence, who's new to town and just had a breakup in 1943 Hollywood, which is really cool. Solving a murder in real life, it turns out, is a lot harder than writing one for the stage, and by involving herself in the secrets and lies of the Ambassadors Club, Annie just might have to put a target on her own back. I think that sounds actually really, really good. Historical fiction mystery, I feel like, is more something I like than just straight up historical fiction. So this one sounds pretty good. And then we have another huge release. I forgot this one was coming out when I said that there's not that many coming out, which I'm not that excited about this one. I didn't like Legends and Lattes. I almost said Lattes and Legends. Bookshops and Bone Dust, the prequel, which potentially I could like better because I wanted more action. I wanted more stuff going on in the book because I'm a big D&D fan. So I thought I would love it. But for me, it was like the boring side of D&D. So I just wanted a little bit more, but I don't have my hopes super high for this one. I am still going to attempt it and read it. But yeah, this is a prequel to Legends and Lattes before she goes to the little town and makes her little coffee shop. So I'm interested to see like what style this is going to take. The next one coming out was actually one that I already have. It came out early for Book of the Month last month, and When I'm Dead by Hannah Morrissey. I have not read it yet. I'm actually pretty excited to read it. You don't need to read it in the series. Apparently it's part of a series, but they're like standalones. They just take place in the same area. So I kind of really want to read that this month, but I don't know. It just depends if I get to it. But we're going to be following a medical examiner, which interested me because I really like the Temperance Brennan series, the Bones series. So I was like, ooh, this could be very similar to that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And they're obviously going to be solving a mystery murder thing going on. The next one coming out, I just bought from Book of the Month, and that should be coming sometime this week, is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is her first attempt at young adult. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really excited. I really like young adult romance sometimes. It's just cute. And sometimes a clean, adorable romance is just, it's just fun to read. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm curious how she's going to change her writing style to be young adult. And it's following two chess players, which sounds adorable. The next one coming out, I definitely did not add for me. I got rid of my original 2 copies of Daughter of the Siren Queen or whatever, and Daughter of the Pirate King. I got rid of my copies. I just thought it was generic. So the fact that a third one's coming out, Vengeance of the Pirate Queen, I'm just not interested, and I would have had to reread the first 2 books, and I have no interest in doing that. So all I know is this, it says Pirates of the Caribbean meets The Mummy and Vengeance of the Pirate's Queen, a beautifully designed standalone young adult fantasy romance. I didn't know it was a standalone. Oh no. Am I gonna read this? Did I get did I get trapped by, oh no. I really like that it said Pirates of the Caribbean meets The Mummy. I'm gonna read it, aren't I? I'm gonna read it. Dang it! I thought it was good. Dang it. I shouldn't have read the synopsis. I just assumed it was like part of the whole series. Next one coming out, can't really talk about it, is the second book in the Luminaries series. I'm very excited. I have not even read the first one, but I just assume it's going to be a 5-star. When the next time I do a 5-star vlog, that one will be in it, because I'm like 100% sure it's gonna be 5-star, which I'm gonna laugh when it's not. But then the second one is coming out soon, so I really need to read the first one. And then we have a brand new Darcy Coates that's coming out, Where He Can't Find You. This is one of her young adult releases, which is interesting. I don't think I've read a Darcy Coates young adult book yet, and I'm very excited to read this one, and it seems creepy, which all of her books seem creepy. And it says our main character and her friends are caught in a desperate game of cat and mouse with like this monster kind of thing. You have a monster, no one can escape. And I really like the cover. The cover is really cool. So that one also I'm very excited about. All right, we are moving on to November 14th. We have the first one coming out is Only She Came Back. And this is a chilling thriller about an unlikely friendship between a true crime fan and a former high school classmate suspected of murdering her influencer boyfriend. Perfect for fans of Holly Jackson and Courtney Summers. That is interesting. So you have a true crime fan plus the person supposedly who did the murder. I think that's really cool. I think that is different than what have they've been doing with like true crime podcast things going on. I think this is gonna be cool. I think this is gonna be really, really cool. I'm excited about this one. Next, we have one that is also coming from Book of the Month. It is The Helsinki Affair. This was like my main pick, and it's supposed to be like a spy thriller. I don't read many spy thrillers, but I feel like I'd like them because I love spy shows, so I'm gonna give this one a try. CIA agent Amanda Cole is thrust into an international conspiracy involving high-profile assassinations and Russian blackmail. It's the case of her lifetime, but solving it might require her to betray another spy who just so happens to be her father. So this could be a lot of family drama included with the spy stuff, so we're gonna see how this one goes. I'm a little skeptical, but I do want to give it a shot. The next one we have coming out is the second in a series, so I can't really talk about it. I have not read The Ivory Key yet. It came in 2 book boxes, I think. And the next one is coming out on November 14th, The Crimson Fortress. So that's all I can say about it. The next one is the same thing. It is number 7 in the Murderbot Diaries System Collapse. I know a ton of people are super, super excited about this one coming out. I have only read the first one. I need to continue reading it. My husband and I read the first one together, so we just need to find time and read the other ones together as well, because it was really good. We really liked the first one. The next one coming out has one of my favorite covers. I love this cover. It looks so cool. Wish of the Wicked by Daniel Page, and this is a dark spin on fairy godmothers and a new young adult series for fans of Bridget Kemmer and Maleficent. Yeah, anything that sounds Disney-like, I'm probably gonna be interested in it. And this sounds like a dark retelling, which sounds very, very fun. So I'm definitely gonna probably be picking this one up. Man, I forgot there were so many good things coming out. I didn't think there was actually this many. Next, we have books coming out on November 21st. I only found 2 that I felt like people would be really interested in for November 21st, so I definitely feel like I've got to be missing some on that date. But I do feel like we've reached the point of the year in publishing where not as much stuff is publishing. So I feel like there's always, like, summer has like the most stuff, and then you start getting into a lull towards the end of the year. So November kind of definitely feels like that. There's some pretty big releases, but otherwise there's not like a lot coming out. So I just finished Blood Scion. War Widow is coming out on November 21st. Can't really say much about it. It doesn't even have a like synopsis, so I'm curious if the date's been pushed back on that, but I haven't found anything about it. And then a lot of people are going to be really excited. Number 4 in the Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson, Defiant, is also coming out on November 21st. Can't say anything about it because I haven't even read it. I haven't read the series, so I don't want to know about it. And then we are on to our last date already. It is November 28th, and I only have 4 coming out on November 28th. This is the shortest upcoming releases vlog like ever. There's just not that much coming out. So of course we have probably everyone's most anticipated besides Iron Flame, and it is the second book in Molly Maid series, The Mystery Guest. You guys, if you've been on this channel long enough, know how I feel about that first book. I'm going to give this one a shot. I'm going to give it a shot and see if it corrects some of the things that I find incredibly problematic in the first book. And I'm one of the people who doesn't really see problematic stuff until it's pointed out to me. I'm really oblivious when it comes to that. I just kind of assume that authors are being kind and they are not doing anything nefarious, or they just made honest mistakes. So I don't really get that like upset about it really ever. It's just not something I see. I really only see it when other people point it out, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that is a problem. This one for me, huge problem in it. Huge problem in this series, and no one else seems to have a problem with it. So I'm like, did I miss this? But I talked to my husband about it because he's very, so this first book is following a character who has, it never was really mentioned what exactly she has, but she has some sort of mental, I don't even know what to call it. I really don't know what to call it. She is on the spectrum. She's definitely on the spectrum, and people take advantage of her for that. And that's what like the mystery almost revolves around, is people taking advantage of her. And I have a mentally handicapped sister-in-law, and she has been taken advantage from people, and it's not entertaining. Like it's not cute. It's not entertaining. She almost didn't recover from one of the things that happened to her. So I found this book incredibly problematic, that was like the main thing. So yeah, I felt very strange about this book and that everybody loved it, and I don't know, I feel weird about it. And I talked to my husband about it, and he even thought it was weird that more people did not have a problem with this book, because he's very, very sensitive about it, because he grew up taking care of his sister. And I don't know. So I'm gonna give the second one a shot just to see what it does in the second one, but I do not have high hopes for it. So I don't know. I feel weird about this series, but I had to bring it up. I have to bring it up every time because people are talking about it. People aren't talking about it, and I feel like it's a problem. But if you like the book, I'm not gonna have a problem with you. If you like the book, you like the book. If people like what they like, it's not gonna bother me that you guys like it. I don't like it. And on to a lighter topic. I know I got kind of dark there. Didn't See That Coming by Jessie Q Sutanto. I have read only mysteries from Jessie Q Sutanto, and they're adult mysteries. So I'm very interested to see what a young adult romance would be like from her. And this cover is adorable. It's adorable, and it has to do with gamer girls and gamer guys, and I love that. And it says it's romantic send up to You've Got Mail, which is one of my favorite movies ever. So I'm very excited, and I think it's adorable. Next we have Godly Heathens coming out. This cover is so cool. It is so cool. We have a non-binary teenager living in Georgia, and he's part of the Seminole Nation, so this is gonna be really interesting. So I think it has some like folklore and stuff going on in it. I don't know that much about it, but that cover immediately drew me in. It looks so cool, and I love that the series is called the Ouroboros, which is the snake eating its own tail, which is like, yee. So I don't know, that one just, it seems interesting. And the very last one we have coming out drew me in because it says, Les Mis inspired young adult cyberpunk that is perfect for fans of Six of Crows and Full Metal Alchemist. That sounds cool. That sounds very interesting. And it's called The Kingdom of Without. And I'm always looking for new science fiction that kind of piques my interest because I don't read a lot of science fiction, but I always like it when I do pick it up. So this is definitely hopefully going to be one of those. And it's taking place in an alternate Beijing with young thieves. So very excited about it. But yeah, that is everything that I have coming out in November. Let me know if I missed something because I feel like I definitely have to have missed something because there's like nothing coming out that I did, like nothing. Normally these videos are an hour long and I have to edit them down to between 30 minutes and 45 minutes. And this one right now, uncut, is 20 minutes. So I'm like, either I've gotten really good at making short videos, which is definitely not the case, or there's just not that much coming out. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found some interesting things. Make sure you subscribe. I do one of these every month. I'm pretty sure December doesn't have that much stuff either, so I probably could have just combined them, but whatever, it's fine. And yeah, like I said, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. I do this every month, etc. And there's always unboxings and other things coming out. And yeah, that's everything. Make sure you comment down below if you found something you're interested in, or if you've read arcs and you want to let me know about the arcs and how these books are. And yeah, that's everything I got. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.